get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys can't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
She-Rag got me.
Hit one and be some, you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
By Fletcher Cox.
Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Right back to Sanders on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap into the give to Sanders. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
To throw is Wentz. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
First down, Eagles.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Ball carrier.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here we go now on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Elliott Good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter, here's another good example.
after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 9.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Eagles 7, Washington nothing.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Gibson, and he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 26. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. 60 Bison.
Now it's Hines. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 14. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Here's a quick throw right side, and he's brought down.
That's good.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Eagles' 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Wentz on target to Rager. First down, Eagles. They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Sanders. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On play action, it's Wentz. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Again, it's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down to the 20. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second down. It's Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
3rd down.
This play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run at Sanders. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Another run with Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll set up to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Darren Lee in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
At the 12-yard.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they're able to get to him on it.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Wentz. He'll fire it deep. And got his man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that one results in 35 yards.
First down.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Sanders. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Another run here with Sanders. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 14-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark.
4 yards.
So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Fielded in the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.